Hello, my name is Joan Sollenberger. I graduated from Chico State with a degree in geography with a special option in planning and development of rural environment. I found geography when I was at Chico State taking my general education. I took a class called Environment and Man. It's now commonly probably called human geography. And it taught me about the interactions between humans and the environment, and I was hooked. So I declared geography as my major. So I am retired now, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about my career. I didn't start in transportation, but I ended up there for 32 years working in transportation planning for the California Department of Transportation. And I worked from entry level all the way to the executive management level, the division chief for statewide planning. And that included the policy and technical work for the entire state regarding what Caltrans does. I think that ultimately I got a lot of the skills from Chico State, and including the opportunity that I had to work as a student assistant while I was there, to use some of those skills I had just used at the Department of Water Resources as a student assistant in Red Bluff. So that also was a great opportunity transitioning to the working world. And before I did get to Caltrans, I worked at the U.S. Geological Survey in Menlo Park as a cartographic technician in the mapping division. So let me tell you a little bit about the skills that I gained at Chico. Of course, I took the planning curriculum of land use law and land use planning, but I had all of the geography courses, physical, cultural, and economic geography. I had environmental impact analysis, cartography, air photo interpretation, and along the way with those courses I learned critical thinking, analytical skills, communication skills, and learning to collaborate on things. And so I think that those skills helped me compete well for jobs when I was starting out and served me through my career. Computers were just getting started when I was there, and so I did start my master's program at Chico, and I called it Geography and Computer Science, but you know it as GIS today, and unfortunately we did not have that there, but I used a lot of that in my career. Geography is a very important field in my view. It's broad, it's integrated, and it's a cutting-edge field. It builds upon and adapts on the latest in science and sustainability, climate change, innovative partnerships, big data, underserved communities, asset management, even energy, connections to the economy and global interactions. So it's the list goes on, and I think that's why it's such an important field. I can tell you as a former map maker for U.S. Geological Survey, which I love by the way, that the curriculum and planning at Chico is much broader than just maps. The collaboration that's required, the areas that we worked on when I was there really set me up to be successful, I think. Let me tell you about a couple of the things, examples of what I worked on at Caltrans. Some of the policy areas that I got to work on over the years included multimodal corridor planning, complete streets, public engagement, statewide planning, Native American government-to-government relations, environmental justice, climate change, smart growth, now called sustainability, freight planning, wildlife corridor planning, real-time transportation management, regional blueprint planning, and the list goes on. And oh, by the way, I managed a budget of between $50 and $100 million per year statewide. So after I retired, I did work, I volunteer now for the Geography Department's Geography and Planning Advisory Board, And we're here to help students prepare and transition to their careers. So we've put on some workshops on interviews and resumes. I've talked about how to get a job with the state. And I also made a presentation to the transportation planning course in the geography department on the history of transportation planning. So I hope that you are successful in your geography career, or if you're thinking about geography, I highly recommend it. Thank you.